So today we gonna be tackling a serious issue, bro. Why these dudes out here acting so zesty? Right, bro, like, why y'all out here taking selfies, taking care of y'all skin and shit, being happy? That shit's suspect, bro. For real, bro. A real man don't need no skincare routine, dog. You supposed to wash your face with bar soap and regrets like the rest of us. The fuck? The other day, I seen a nigga order a pink drink. Pink, bro. Like, what the fuck? What happened to just drinking tap water and suffering? That's what I'm saying, dog. Then, bro, let's talk about why these niggas be so emotional nowadays. Like, bro, what the fuck you want to talk about your feelings for, bro? If you got a problem with me, you supposed to hold that shit into the day you die like a real man. The fuck? Facts. Like, don't ask me what are we. We are what we are not. You feel me? Exactly, bro. If I hit you up only at night, I never text back, and I act like I don't know you in public, that mean I respect you, bro. Exactly, bro. The less I acknowledge you, the more I care. Y'all gotta learn that. Bro, these niggas be out here asking for consistency. Like I'm a fucking utility bill or some shit. I ain't even consistent for my own girl.
The way your lips feeling tonight, the way they pressed against mine, the way you pull me closer, closer, under the moonlight. This is how it could always be. You and me, more than friends we could be. Hey, baby, something about you, babe, I'll make you mine. I'll make you mine, I'll make you mine. I want you, babe, only you. Only you. No one's ever made me laugh the way you do. You know what you're doing, and nothing can compare to what we have. This can't be broken. This is how it could always be. You and me, more than friends we could be. We can be, baby. I don't wanna fight it. You know that we're perfect, and I know we can be everything. Something about you, baby. I'll make you mine. I'll make you mine. Make you mine. No one else. I'll make you mine. I'll make you mine. 'Cause it's only you. Only you, baby. Only you. It's something about you, babe. Something about you, it's something about you, babe. I'll make you mine. I'll find a way. No one else. I'll make you mine. I'll make you mine. Make you mine. 'Cause it's only you. Only you.
I took a hit for the team, took a bullet for the dream, that we would one day all be free, free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity, I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I still live through technology. Oh, your destiny will manifest. Yes, Bubz in the city.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Make sure we at a good audio level. Can y'all hear me? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing okay? Hold on one second, y'all. We about to come to the screen in 3, 2, 1. Boom. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What is up? What is up? What is up? It's your dude BubzDaGawd here with another live. Let me take this headphone off because it's giving me some latency. But how y'all doing? What's going on? I figured I'd come on visually, okay? Just so we can help bring clarity to some things. No shade. No shade. But before we get into the shit, let's welcome the people in the building. We got Queen Stevie in the building. What's going on? Queen, pop up. There we go. What's going on, Queen Stevie? We got King Deshaun in the motherfucking building. What's going on? Okay, we got boy Crazy in the building. Here comes Deshaun with his stuff, Lord. Hey, Hot Bubs. Hey, Hot Bubs. Yeah, trying to get the butter and honey to Lord. I'm gonna call your ass Winnie the Pooh because you love honey, nigga. Like Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Okay. Hope he missed that comment. Nope, I didn't because he made it long. But I hope everybody is doing well. Y'all, I'm low-key excited about this live because out of all, for those of you that have been fucking with me for the longest time, out of all of my attempts to try to generate conversations that are on a deeper level, especially within the queer community, it has been proven to be somewhat difficult. But because I'm a real ass nigga, despite what society believes and want to believe about people's expressions of life, whatever the fuck, despite all that, I gotta give a G to Say So TV. I'm glad that I was able to get to know or to watch some of the commentary and videos of Say So TV myself. I've heard mixed reviews about this individual. I used one of his videos previously before this initial reaction to his most recent videos. Before, again, as springboards for bigger, grander conversations, right? But when he started to engage in reference to responding back to me, and I was listening to his commentary for myself, I said, okay, this is somebody who low-key, if you work through the stuff on both sides, we literally are saying the same damn thing. The same damn thing. We're just saying it differently. That's all. We're just saying it differently. Okay? So, I just want to be able to do my part to be able to bring honesty and clarity to these conversations. And Say So TV has been doing the damn thing. Shout out to, it's a particular supporter of mine who has been watching him and sent me his commentary, which had inspired me to go ahead and do my initial commentary. My commentary tonight is going to be more so for the toxic ass tops. Like what Say So TV does, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put more responsibility or put more pressure on the tops. Okay? We started this whole conversation, right, with it being purely on a sexual level, top and bottom. To me, top and bottom is basically what positions you like in the bedroom. That's it and that's all. What gets you off? What excites you the most? What gets your blood pumping and your water running and all that type of shit? What gets you off? How can I please you? Not just body, but mind, body, and soul and spirit and all that type of shit. What can I do to make this a reality, correct? God, I just hope y'all ready. I just hope y'all ready, because I'm going to take my time with this. because we're going to go from the physical realm to what's most important, which is the emotional or the energetic part of it. Because I'm going to show a few clips from Say So TV that when I watched it, I said, oh, okay, that makes sense, but makes sense in a good way. Because now I understand why Say So TV speaks the way that he does, because when you look at his own life, which one of the videos I'm going to share little clips of it, you can watch the rest of it for yourself down below in the description box. It made me be like, okay, I understand why he's saying what he's saying, because most importantly, he's talking about loving yourself. But the way that he is saying it can come off abrasive, which I can understand. But even if it does come off abrasive, you still have to deal with yourself and figure out why the fuck did that trigger me. Do you get what I'm saying? So my attempt tonight is to look at it from a more energetic route, and that you can manifest the relationship that Say So TV has with his boyfriend, his partner that he's been with for a very long time, and hell, that it don't matter where you are in life. I don't give a fuck what society says. Oh, you too old, you too this, you too that. If you love yourself, love will find you. But the most important thing is that you have to be willing to receive that love in your life. Point blank period. But we got Keon in the building. Hope you're still here. Says, hey there, from Charlotte, North Carolina. First time interacting and so grateful I've discovered someone like you. Thank you so much, Keon. We're glad to have you here at the BubzDaGawd situation. Okay, the short stack revolution. We appreciate you for being here. This is a safe space for you to share your thoughts, even if they are in opposition to mine. Again, I'm here to learn just like everybody else. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to learn too. So we're glad to have you here, and I hope that the content will content for you. Deshaun says, damn, Bubs is not done with those tops. It's like he's spanking him for what? Girl, what? What? Damn, Bubs is not... Okay, you typing too fast. You trying to hide these comments on purpose, but I have another way to read them. No shade. Damn, Bubs is not done with these tops. It's like he's spanking him for a long time over his lap or something, saying I'm not done yet. I'm tired. I gotta get coffee or something. Then come back and... Girl, what? Girl, what? Girl, what? And y'all please excuse this chair, girl. This old ass, squeaky ass chair. No shade. This is gonna sound like that. Okay. Let's see. Keon says, let's see. So here for it. Let's go. As a verse top myself, and while I appreciate some of the stuff he provides, I'm one of those. I'm with you when you're right type of dudes. No shade. No shade. And again, I'm glad to have more tops in the building. Shout out to my look. Tops is my bros. Okay. Tops is my bros. We can be cool. You know what I'm saying? We can chill. That's cool. But no. I know that Say So TV love turning tops into bottoms. And no shade, I be joking around, but I low-key be serious a little bit. That seems like demonic to me. No, you don't turn a top into a bottom. That's blasphemy against the holy top spirit. Okay? But we're glad to have you in the building as a fellow top. But I know that you're more than just a sexual position. And again, in this place, we want to know more about you as a person, your character. So thank you for being here. Sean says, Bubs is not like I'm done with those tops. I'm going to... Again? Keon says, your delivery and spiritual nature is more compatible with my own real talk. Hey! Yes. Thank you. And I'm ready for more deeper conversations in the gay community. That's what I'm ready for. By the way, I have 3 joints already rolled the fuck up here. No shade, because I'm a man that loves the herb, as you can probably tell. And when you listen to my content and you smoke, I would suggest that you do, so that you'll be able to comprehend on a deeper level. And in particular, smoke some sativa, which is a head high. No shade. Okay, this chair pissing me off, bro. Come on, do I have to sit at the edge of this bitch? I'll just do this then. Alright. No shade. Look at that damn sexy leprechaun. Amen, girl. He's just magically delicious. But before we get into the commentary, before we get into that, hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. Close. Boom. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All the videos, songs, image has, and graphics used in this live belong to their respective owners, and BubzDaGawd does not claim any right over them. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, the first thing that we're going to look at is the video that was, not the entire video, I took really like 2 recordings, like little clips or whatever, of a video that really opened up, pun intended, no pun intended, no homo, opened up more of an intimate view of Say So TV and his relationship with his boyfriend. And it was a very healthy, wholesome, fruitful, and life-giving experience that literally inspired me to be like, nigga, keep pushing. There's gonna be somebody out there that's going to appreciate you the same way that this person does. So again, because I'm looking at things objectively, I'm willing to listen for myself, and no shade. I can understand where people misinterpret what he's saying as misogyny, because we hear it all the time by red pill spaces. It's bled into the queer community. Like, I understand all that, but I'm here really to critique the thought process. But looking at the actions that Say So TV has said, it low-key adds more validity to what he's saying. So at this point, I'm looking at some of y'all like, okay, are y'all the hurt ones? Are y'all the ones projecting things onto him without doing your due deals and your research? I haven't watched all of his content. I'm not subscribed to him. I feel like I probably eventually will subscribe to him. And I've already said this as well. I'm willing to have a conversation with Say So TV publicly. It could be on his platform. It could be on my platform. All I ask is, nigga, make sure you read the fuck up on some good stuff, okay? Let's roll the fuck up. Let's smoke and let's have the conversation publicly. I think one of his supporters came over and commented and asked, you know, can that happen? And I said, I'm down for that, because I'm not trying to argue the nigga. I have no issues or no qualms with Say So TV, because at the end of the day, even if I did have a personal thing against him, it wouldn't fucking matter, because he gonna live his best life anyway. He got the life he want. He got the relationship that he want. He got the love and romantic experience that he desires. He got the family situation that he desires. He has all that. So I don't speak from a place of jealousy, because what he has, any of us can have, especially if we love ourselves, which was the main message she was saying. But I guess I'm also here to clock the toxic tops, just like how you're here to clock the toxic verses and bottoms. I'm just here to help clock the toxic shit. No shade. And as a fellow top who has bottomed in my first relationship multiple times, that nigga topped me than I topped him, for real. No shade. That's just something that I just do not enjoy. I do not enjoy being topped. It's not my stilo. It's not my get down. It's not what I desire. It does not get my rocks off. I'm not sitting like, ooh, bitch, the dick. I'm not sitting here throwing my legs. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm glad that the only thing about my partner's dick that I'm glad that is that it's there, so that I know that it's male. Other than that, I'll suck that motherfucker. I'll do that. I'll probably learn to let you slut this throat out. But as far as you penetrating me, that's not my stilo. And who knows, maybe 10, 15, 20 years down the line, if I'm with my nigga, things might change, but that's not a guarantee either. I can only speak about where I'm at, and baby, I'm good where I'm at, okay? I love booty. Okay, like that one booty bandit ass nigga that was in prison. I love booty. Now, I'm not gonna take it, but I love it, okay? It's not just your booty, it's your beauty, okay? I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave, so I keep on running back and forth. Soccer team, okay? But, let's go ahead and get to the video, y'all. Well, let me get into the comments real quick. Hold on. This chair is pissing me the fuck off, bro. It makes me sound like I'm farting, and I'm not. Deshaun's... Okay. Y'all so lustful. What's going on, Rewind? What's going on? Hope all is well with you. Keon says, also, Team 5'6" in the building, LOL. When I saw you say you're 5'2", I low-key melted a little bit. But yes, I know. Let me tell you something, like... Stay to the end of this live, because again, self-love is powerful. Okay? Sometimes you're not going to get the blessing that you want in the way that society says you're going to get it. And even some of the people who have gotten it in the ways that society said you're going to get it, they're not necessarily happy or satisfied with it. Is the music too loud? Let me know, because I have this ear thing off, because the Bluetooth part, it's just, there's a latency, and the other headphones that I have that would sync it up, they kind of hit. And I ain't trying to have y'all talk about my hit-ass headphones, because if it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix shit. No shade. Okay? But love yourself, baby. Look, I am 5'2", and I have had tall-ass niggas be looking down at me. You like to climb trees? Don't you climb trees? No, we got bills to pay and shit. Let me stop. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. Y'all like my little stinger there? Y'all like that? All right. Now, we're going to get into the first video that low-key made me look at Say So TV as far as his delivery and like the intent behind it a little more deeper, where I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. That makes sense. And no shade. Now that I'm listening, despite some of his viewpoints, because again, that's his life. He can do what the fuck he want to do. I can't tell him shit. He grown. Okay? But I'd rather have individuals that are tops like Say So TV than some of the toxic tops that have been out here breaking the hearts of verses and bottoms. And then fucking all the verses and bottoms to where now the verses and bottoms all looking like sluts, to where now the tops allegedly have no choice but to turn tops into bottoms or try to get a straight nigga, which low-key is dangerous because it plays into the DL culture. No shade, especially if a heterosexual man don't want his shit to be known. I'm just saying. Queen Stevie said, try saying it 3 times fast, Bubs, top 10. Hell no, no. I already told y'all my ass be over here stuttering like a motherfucker. No. You know I was about to fall off the chair when you said it's not your beauty, it's your booty. Well, I said it's not just your booty, it's your beauty. But either way you hear it is good. And actually almost fell off the treadmill, Lord. Short kings to the front. Don't forget your stools. I don't have stools, I have ladders. Okay, I have ladders. Call me the Hardy Boys. Okay, call me Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray and them. Devon, get the tables. It's TLC in this BIBI. Call me Rey Mysterio. I'm jumping off all types of shit. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into the actual video. Let me put my headphones in with this latency and shit, and let's get into it.
Okay, man. Not that it matters, like whatever. But at the time, like I was top, like strictly top, like no nothing, top. Like you niggas might as well be females for me, cause I was just top. And we in here talking, chopping it up. Niggas ain't even thought about it, and then like somehow I forgot how it got brought up in the conversation, but I was like, wait. Nigga, what? Yeah. Because he's just saying he just got all this masculinity, and it's different from like he's definitely got that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just got this thing that a lot of the niggas I was fucking with did not have.
The second thing I'll say is like you're like a good perfect combination of like feminine, masculine, submissive, dominant. Like for me, I would say that. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Which y'all like the way I rap. I know it's simple, but
it's actually kind of cool.
I know it's kind of cool, huh? That's my little signature rap.
That's like, oh, we should do that next year. Do like a signature. Yeah. What the hell is this?
That is the August ALSINA.
Is this?
You will.
Now, before we get into this guy here, I wanted to share that video because it makes me understand why Say So TV stands 10 toes down when he says he's speaking from his experience. He did say in his video in reference to being a premier or top tier top, that he had either was still dealing with or was dealing with residue, okay, of PTSD from dudes who have hurt him. And that's understandable, especially as a fellow nigga who is romantic myself. I'm a romantic, corny ass nigga, but that's why niggas remember me. And they want to get back with me. And they scared of me. Because when I'm pursuing somebody and we're building that, I'm building for a marriage. Just like how Say So TV is, it's the same thing with me. I'm not trying to fuck. I don't go out here and have casual sex. I don't have just random sex. If I'm going to penetrate you, there has to be something mentally and emotionally there. There has to be a vibe there that makes me feel comfortable to do that, even though I am the top. But I've recently been in a place these past few years to where I've been learning how to love myself and prepare myself for the individual who is literally going to complement my life in a way to where it feels like it's on autopilot. I also suggest that after this live, y'all watch the video, okay? Because the title was kind of like clickbaitish about turning a top into a bottom. I said, what? Again, this demonic shit. But listening to the entire video, watching the entire video, the chemistry that Say So and his boyfriend have, and the energy that is there, that's why I named the live the way it's named. It's your energy above all things. Society will say you have to have all this first in order for you to have love. When in actuality, bitch, the cheat code is your energy. Because that's the one thing that will never lie. You might be able to use your looks as a mask. You might be able to use your money as a mask. You might be able to use the tangible things that you've obtained as a mask. You might be able to use all of your degrees and all of your accolades as a mask. But at the end of the day, you want someone to love you for who you are, right? And Say So TV has been able to manifest that with his boyfriend. But again, because he's in a romantic relationship with his boyfriend for so long, he is not energetically participating or connected to the pool that the individuals like us who are single are dealing with. He reads about it and he talks about it from a place where I do say it is a privilege, because it seems like if all the tops are fuckboys and all the verses and bottoms are hoes and sluts, and coming across someone that is a premier top or a premier bottom is rare and unique within itself, that's a privilege, if we're going to say it in that way. But what I'm saying is that if people learn to love themselves and heal from previous experiences, no matter what has happened to them, there will be somebody who will love you beyond your past. But the way that you're going to get to that, and a lot of y'all ain't going to like it when I say this, but it's the truth. A lot of y'all just going to have to stop fucking for a minute. Y'all gonna have to stop giving up your dicks and booty holes and busting nuts with individuals who energetically is not compatible with you. You are wasting your time. There are niggas out here that literally will lie to bust a nut. And do you think that because your pussy is good, or your vagina is good, or your dick is so good that it will make a motherfucker want to tell the truth? Do you think that is the case? You gotta value yourself. And yes, let me tell you something. Again, I've been in experiences where it's been fine ass niggas, for motherfuckers who fuck with me and watch all my shit. I shared a little story that's private now about a particular individual on YouTube, girl, that I never thought that I would have been able to have a connection with, girl. And that motherfucker was butt bookie ass naked on my couch right here, bent the fuck over, throwing ass in the air, inviting me to come through. But unlike what Say So TV said, which I do disagree in the video, as far as like, oh, if I'm testing you, I'm gonna sit up here, and see if I'm gonna try to fuck. And if you let me fuck, like, I'm still gonna fuck, but like, I'm just gonna block you afterwards. It was like, no, I'm just not gonna fuck you. Yes, the brain down there will be trying to fucking fuck with this one, nigga. Just fine. You see, My dick be trying to talk like it's my brain telling me, BubzDaGawd, you talk about blessings and manifestations. This motherfucker has manifested butt bookie neck in front of you, and you telling me you ain't gonna take this experience? But see, I'm thinking with this head here, to where it's like, all that's gonna be is really just a few moments of intense ass fucking pleasure. That's it. Intense pleasure for about 5 to 7 seconds. But again, when niggas get hit with what is known as post-nut clarity, right? Sorry, I was looking at something. Then all of a sudden, now the real shit comes in to where it's like, oh no, I'm good. I don't want to know what you know. No, I don't care about you. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't care about your life. I don't care about what you got. Nope, I'm good. Thank you, pimping. Nope. So again, you're gonna have to sacrifice busting a nut, and then on top of that, if you just have to do it with yourself. There's nothing wrong with self-pleasure. If anything, it teaches you how to pace yourself so that when you do start having sex with somebody else, you don't be no minute man. Minute man. I know it's many men, but minute man. In a minute, it's going to be many men on your back. It's going to be many men it's in your guts. All that. But don't just take my word for it. I want you to hear this, and again, all the videos that are in this live are in the description box below, because I do my journalistic due deals. I'm not no hating ass nigga. I put in the work, and I'm just talking about me. But let's take a listen to what this individual had to say about sex. And again, here is labeled, "It's when two universes collide." Continue.
Start turning down sleeping with anyone. You'll start turning down sex once you understand how powerful your energy is. People out here do not get it. They don't get it. They don't get how powerful their own energy is. So they disrespect their own energy. Guys, you guys are desperate for women. Bro, 99% of women I'm not even interested in on a sexual level. Not because they're not attractive. They're beautiful. On an energetic level, you understand that sleeping with someone opens up a portal in the astral realm. You understand that it's way deeper than the physical world. People don't get that. You understand that it's a sacred transfer of energy, that you take on their trauma and their past, their good and their bad, and then you give them the same. You guys play with that stuff like ain't nothing. No wonder you're shells of yourself. No wonder why the aura's weak. No wonder why. Because you're not respecting your own energy. I love you guys. Retain, be celibate, understand your own energy, and hold on to it.
No shade. I'm just being honest. He's just being honest. Can we all be honest here? I think that's another approach, and I know that's going to be difficult for men in general to do. Fuck being gay or straight. We all men, we've been sexualized as children through media, through music. We've seen all this shit from inception all the way up to now. So yes, a lot of us are going to just have that urge wired in us. But when you become aware of yourself, did I unmute myself, or am I talking, bitch? Okay, good. We'll make sure. Let me cut this up so I can look at the mic part. Right. As a matter of fact, let me come back to the full screen, girl. Here we go. When you love yourself and you honor yourself, you're not just gonna let anybody fuck you. You're not. You're not. If you know that what you got is good as fuck in this bitch. Okay? See how I'm looking angry as fuck right now, bitch? Just, oh, your shit so damn good and tight and warm and gushy and shit. If you know what you got is good, if you know that your throw inspired Hoover, it inspired vacuum cleaners, girl, that concept was built off of this here throw, in the words of motherfucking YB Entertainment. If you know all this, why are you giving it up so fast? Yes, niggas, it's fine, but what the fuck does that mean? You gotta be more than that. But I think the issue in reference to what a lot of things that Say So TV had mentioned that could be interpreted as misogynistic is like, again, one, the bottoms have to be pretty much as pure as possible, untouched as possible, untapped as possible, unconquered as possible. Okay? And they have to go through this whole process of, oh, it hurt, all that type of shit. They got to go through all of that. There is a romantic aspect of fact of, oh, you're sacrificing for me, it makes me love you even more. And sometimes there's going to be a little bit of pain, but pleasure's on the other side of it. So I can understand that aspect, and that makes sense. But then for the tops to go out and do what the fuck they want to do, because you can't tell where their dick has been unless there is a STI or STD involved, right? That these individuals still have to learn how to wield their tool wisely, because again, like he said, this is an energetic thing. It is energetic. I don't give a fuck. That's why every time when people start fucking, somebody gonna catch feelings always. So I think there needs to be more accountability again, also on the tops part, to bring the conversation into more of a balanced state. The other thing is the fact of, what was the other thing, girl? Because I'm losing my thought. Damn, I hate when that happens. It was something else that he said. It'll come back to me. Keon says, one of the many phrases I go by is that when you enter a space, you're always responsible for two things: the energy you give and the energy you allow into your space. And I agree with that. That's why being emotionally aware and intelligent is very important. You have to be. You have to learn how to read the room. If you don't, you can end up in fucked up situations. Your emotional side, or the side that's seen as feminine, is really there to warn you about shit. There's a natural intuition on the inside that if we pay attention to more, we'll probably be able to steer away from shit so that we don't end up in certain situations. Because some people gonna end up in situations and then gonna have to learn from that shit. No shade, and that's cool. But there are some of us who can avoid such pitfalls. Do you get what I'm saying? He also says, and that's real, I'm picky with my energy for a reason. I'm ready for the real deal and can concern the bullshit from 3 blocks down nowadays. Keep doing that. And like I said, if you got to be celibate, if you got to hold out. Now, if you happen to come across somebody who's like a cuddy buddy that y'all can learn from each other and y'all can just do certain things with or whatever, and y'all cool, ain't no problem, ain't no expectation, ain't no pressure or nothing, y'all just do what y'all do when y'all do, that's cool. That can help you too. No shade. You know what I'm saying? You can get experience in with somebody, but at least it's that consistent person. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can learn not only just the sexual aspect, but like the whole vibe aspect as well. But if not, take care of yourself. Don't worry, I can do it myself. But let's get back to this thing I want to read for y'all real quick. Now here, it says, people think that intimacy is about sex, right? But intimacy really is about truth. When you realize you can tell someone your truth, when you can show yourself to them, when you stand in front of them bare and their response is, "You're safe with me," that's intimacy. And as you will see later on, again, in that video where Say So and his boyfriend are, sharing their information with us, the reason why Say So was able to manifest his partner, and not just manifest, but keep and maintain it, is because he ended up creating a safe space for him. And I think that's what's missing in the queer community. We have to find safe spaces that are outside of sex, because we make it seem like sex is one of the biggest parts of a relationship when it's not. It can be a little bit of the glue that helps keep everything together on an energetic level, but it should not be the basis of the situation. And if your perspective about relationships and love and romance is based solely on sex or a sexual position, you will set yourself up for failure. And also, no shade, if we don't learn to leave the top and bottom shit in the bedroom, it will continue to manifest as problems in the world. Okay? Because no shade, as we will discover again in a few, Say So's partner was once a top. but now is a bottom. And no shade, there'd be a bunch of motherfuckers in the community who say they're tops when they're out here fucking, but when they get in a relationship, they're a bottom. I'm not saying Say So's boyfriend is doing that, but I'm talking about all the other girls that are doing the shit. The other ones that be playing that game. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, let me shut up. What's up, Aries? Why I'm everybody baby daddy now today. What's the name ass want to rub my ass down with butter and oil and shit and put me in a pot and cook me like I'm Hansel and Gretel in this bitch. Okay? But yeah, I'm saying, I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes, look, for those of you who are new to me, I lose my thoughts sometimes. I stutter sometimes. Y'all gotta bear with me. I'm me. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. But he was able to create a safe space for his partner. And when you create a safe space for the partner, it don't matter if they masculine, feminine. You gonna love them for who they are. No shade, and we all want that, and we all deserve that. Okay, what's up, Queen Spicy? What's going on? What's going on, Queen Spicy? Keon says agreed on having friends with benefits. I've been a happy dom top with 2 different subs last year. I mean, hey, look, if you can do stuff and there's an agreement there and there's communication that's active and y'all got safe words and shit and y'all respecting each other and shit and y'all not just coming to please but also get pleased, so it's a big pleasure situation, I'm cool with that, because at least when you're having sex, it's on a higher level, a higher vibration. I'd rather niggas out here be motherfucking having healing sex sessions and shit. Sometimes you ain't gotta fuck a motherfucker. Sometimes a lot of these niggas just want to be held. No shade. Some of these niggas just want to be held. They want a nigga to hold them in their arms, rub their head, stroke their head and shit, rub on their booty, praise the Lord, and all of that. But feel safe, especially how dangerous this world is and how more dangerous or even more dangerous it's going to become these next 4 years, and low-key probably these next few months. No shade. That sense of safety has to be there. And motherfuckers ain't going to feel safe if you just trying to be safe in their booty hole and that's it. Deshaun says, butter up. Keon says, I'm happy doing what single people do. But even now, I've had to abstain from my subs because I feel like I need to cleanse my field, so to speak, for someone truly worthy of the spot. And no shade, that's how it should be. Like, again, if it's in a place where y'all both having a conversation and y'all trying to understand each other, that's cool. I ain't got no problem with that. That is cool. But just be honest when you do it. So that when you're honest and shit go fucking wrong, you can't say it's my fault, because I've been honest this whole time. And if you can walk in your shit and stand in your shit too, 10 toes down, whatever the shit look like in reference to consequence, I can't tell you shit, because you're doing what needs to be done. Okay? In your opinion, is that too restricting? It's up to you. If you feel like you want to challenge yourself in that way to see what you can do, that's cool. I mean, you could, like, one thing I'm learning is more about self-pleasure and also like sex magic in a sense. Basically sex magic is using your sexual energy in reference to like intentions you want to create. And I also love edging. I love edging, baby. Who trying to bust a nut in 5 minutes? Who trying to do that? That's horrible. Now I can understand if you got kids and shit and you got to go drop kids off and shit and go to work and shit and all type of shit, but no, I'm trying to make this shit last. The bare minimum have to be at least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes. The longer we can go, the greater that shit gonna be. Okay? I want to sit up here and once we done, girl, my eyeballs is dry, my teeth is dry, bitch. I ain't got no sweat in my damn body, bitch. I went from 5'2" to 4'7", girl. Yes. And we can get some DoorDash on the way too. And we can eat, and then we can roll up and smoke, and I can rub your booty as we watch some anime on Netflix. Amen. Do you get what I'm saying here? Okay, but it's up to you, Keon. Queen Spicy says, y'all having some top talk, word to Rico with a K. We having the top talk, the Leprechaun edition. Okay, ain't St. Patrick's Day in it? Did it pass or is it coming up? I don't know. But anyway, let's continue with the video. We got some more text that I think I'm going to read, or maybe a video. I don't know. Okay, now here's the thing right here. It says, what it feels like to be an awakened spirit. So again, you have all these people falling, and it says expectations, societal norms, get a job you hate, buy stuff, don't question anything. So again, following societal norms. Oh, well, this is how a person's supposed to be. oh, well, if you're a man, you're supposed to act like this. If you're a woman, you're supposed to act like this. If you're a top, you're supposed to act like this. If you're a bottom, you're supposed to act like this. And again, all these people are falling for the bullshit because it is a way to conform. Now, if you're naturally those things, that's not a problem and an issue because it's just who you are. But a lot of people try to conform and be something that they're not. Just be who you are. Because if you pretend to be something that you're not, and you manifest whatever comes with that assimilation, if this not really organically what you want, you're not gonna be able to handle it, and it's gonna fuck you up. So it's better to just be yourself. But look what happens when you start thinking outside the box. Let's take a look. Following my intuition. So he grabs a board, okay? There's a way to do life without learning through personal suffering and emptiness. That's the type of shit my ass is on. Not working harder, but working smarter. What do we do here to better ourselves? How do we do this from an energetic standpoint? Which is why you have to question things. You have to start, for real, letting go of this desire for material things as far as the limiting type of stuff. To see it only as tools and not something that owns you, but something that you own. To start finding something that benefits you in reference to a career. What do you love to do? What do you want to be? What do you aspire to be? Go find a way to make that happen, Pepe, and the universe will support you. But when you start following your own intuition, that's stepping outside of your comfort zone, and that shit is scary. And trust me, I've been out of my comfort zone these past few years. Doing shit. Walking on a limb. Dealing with all type of insecurities that I might have, but saying, you know what, bitch, at this point, girl, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Not letting that fear stop me dead in my tracks. Ooh, stop. No, but to actually go forth. To better myself. Because what you want and what you desire is outside your comfort zone, within reach. So once he crossed that one cliff to the other, and again, he walking on a plank. We don't know how strong this plank is. We don't know how hard the wind blowing, and we don't know how far this motherfucker has to fall. But he found a way to get across and said, look, your freedom, your breakthrough, what you want, what you need, what you desire is on the other side of fear, but you got to go through it. And someone comes through and shows motherfuckers how to do it, or to give them influence and inspiration and morale to fucking do it, girl. And motherfuckers still want to do this shit. Fear of empowerment. Being and doing what you're supposed to do according to society. And meanwhile, girl, motherfuckers getting fucked up on their own. No shade. No shade. Okay? Look at y'all comments real quick. Keon says, y'all, and soft top at that. And definitely with the edging, LOL. I always tell folks who ask, I'm a beta first, verse top second, and I only top outside of relationships. Oh, see? Do you see how people can just be honest about what's going on with them? Shit. And he said he a soft top. And you know what? I am a soft top as well. And I forgot where I got the term from. But when I saw it, I was like, I can see that. A soft top basically is in the bedroom again, where top and bottom actually matched her. Because again, it's about, okay, who's giving and who's receiving in that type of situation. Okay. When you're doing that, that is when the energy or the balance of the masculine and feminine come into play. Meaning that the top also can be masculine and assertive in certain ways of pleasing the individual who is bottoming, but also be submissive enough in his energy to allow the bottom to administer love to him that makes him feel like he's been given something that he can feel, something that he can use. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the same thing for the person who is the bottom, that they can be submissive as far as allowing that individual who is topping them to also take a part or collaborative effort in the ebb and flow of the sex. But also be like, okay, motherfucker, shit, lay your ass back. I'm about to grab this motherfucking headboard and I'm finna ride dick from the waist down. From the waist down. Okay? From the waist down. All this shit here, from the waist down. Hold on to some shit and ride that nigga. Grab the back of that nigga head and look him in his eye and put your third eye to his third eye and you ride this nigga until he has scoliosis. Until this nigga gets the fuck up and he is low-key Hunchback of Notre Dame, bitch. Out there, strolling by the sand, bitch. All that. Big ass bulging eye and everything. You done turned this nigga into a troll. I'm a leprechaun. I ain't no damn troll, because troll is ugly. I'm a fine ass leprechaun, bitch. With my long rainbow road and me pot of gold. Okay? I'm just saying. Very interesting. And shout out to the tops who are being open and honest. Shout out to the people who are being open and honest in this BIBI. Okay? Queen Spicy says, thank you all so much for being here. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Yes, please make sure you hit that like button. We are at 858, almost to 860 subscribers. Again, shout out to Say So TV for these controversial content and topics and shit in the community. You know, and I grew up watching YouTube back in the day where motherfuckers responded to each other and you was able to put it underneath people's videos and shit. So that's how you communicate. But we are on the road to 1K, so you liking the video helps us to get there. It puts us in the algorithms a little bit more. If you like the vibe over here on BubzDaGawd, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of my content, whether it's live or it's edited. Okay? If there's anything I say in this commentary that you like or resonates with you, please screen record it and share it on your social media platforms and spaces where you feel like it would generate conversation. Girl, shit, take this over to Bigo and shit, and let's see what hoes got to say about it. No shade. Let's do that. Just make sure you tag BubzDaGawd in the bitch so we know that it's real. You know what I mean? And if you definitely feel compelled, girl, because I put in work. I'll be sitting here writing notes and shit and putting shit together and editing shit. That's why it took me a minute to come back, because I was editing most shit. I thought I was done. You can definitely hit me up in the Cash App, $BubzDaGawd. Okay, we take everything that jingles and motherfucking folds in this bitch. Now, I may not see it now because my phone is on Do Not Disturb. But if you send something, I will promise to let your ass know at the end of the live or in a post. So again, if you want to contribute to the platform, you can definitely do that. And shout out to Queen Spicy. Keon Anna says, low key, I've been out of my bottom practice for the past few years anyway. Okay. Yes, Keon said I don't know what's going on. Keon said he in a transformative place. He gonna figure it out. The amygdala. Is that how you say it? The amygdala? I hope I said that right. If not, Andrew Caldwell inspired that tongue. The amygdala does what it does when it's supposed to for your protection. But sometimes you gotta tell that homie to hush and do it for real. Yes, you do. Yes, sometimes you gotta put that fire out before it gets bigger. Okay? Rawan says, mixed verse here. Okay, mixed verse here. I just want us to leave the heterosexual gender roles that typically come with the positions top or bottom out of the entire relationship. I agree. I think we should be able to explore and figure things out for ourselves. And even me, like, no shade. I haven't had a lot. I guess I'm considered a low body top. I've been out the closet for 16 years and I've only fucked 6 people. So that's like one person a year. So I don't have sex like that. But at the same time, when you love somebody, when you care about somebody, and when you are growing in your emotional awareness and intelligence, and you also learn nonverbal communication and body language, all you got to do is listen. All you got to do is pay attention to the body, girl. That's why you got to touch all over the body and all that type of stuff. Because if you do something, their body will react. Pay attention to that and keep that in your memory bank. Oh, they like that shit. Like, no shade. And I'm going to do a cheat code here, and I feel like I shouldn't. Okay, but the universe protect a nigga. My spot is my motherfucking neck. Once you start breathing on my neck, especially near my damn ear and shit like that, all I'm gonna say is, nah, nigga. I may be built like a goddamn 3rd grader, 5th grader, but bitch, I will turn and I will be smarter than one. Okay? I would turn to a Power Ranger in this bitch. I will have your ass over here sounding like an excited ass donkey in this bitch. Yeah, girl, I came in as 5'2", girl. You think that's called sacrifice? It's called sacrifice. After the comments, we're gonna get more into the video, y'all. Shout out to y'all being with me on this Tuesday evening. Keon also says, more specifically, I'm a dominant soft top who gains pleasure the most from giving it. Okay. The more responsive you are with your energy and satisfaction, the better it is for me. Not only is sex, but life. No shade, no shade. Like, you know, you sometimes, look, there are things that I like the more passionate part of it. There are things that you can do in the passionate part or transmute just fucking or having sex into what I would consider making love. Some people say you ain't got to be in love to fuck, and that's cool, but I'm thinking of something different because it's my life. But you know, I think you would want to have more of love-making experiences and situations that transcend just the worldly, carnal, lower vibratory aspect of sex. It can still be full of fucking passion, but actually mean something. So again, when you are learning how to please your partner and your partner is also learning to please you, guess what? It will be a more enjoyable experience to where you probably will have more of those experiences, and they probably will get better over time, and y'all can probably build up some healthy competition in this bitch by saying, okay, nigga, you ain't finna conquer me this time. I got you, nigga. Oh, wait a minute. Roll your ass over and shit, nigga. And then roll over again. I got a wraparound ass. When I'm on top, he roll me over. I'm still on top. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the time to pull out the tricks. Okay, Keon says, I credit that to me also being an empath as well as a sapiosexual. I crave substance and the deeper things. Understandable, Keon. For me, I am a demisexual. So, again, there has to be more of a vibe, more of a mental and emotional connection that makes me feel comfortable to do anything. And first of all, before I have sex, we gonna body jack, which means that we gonna fraught and shit, because if your ass is passionate during that experience, I kind of have an idea of how it's gonna be when we have sex, and I'd rather do that. Okay, let's grab some of this coconut oil, let's rub it on our bodies, bitch, and let's motherfucking act like we trying to need some damn dope. Okay, Keon says, but half the time, if you listen to it too much, it handicaps you from living your best life. I appreciate when we have people that educate in the comments, because again, I love learning my damn self. Next, we're going to take a look at ConsciousLee, okay, who is talking about an individual who is a news anchor, Jesse Waters, or a nigga who visited, I guess, not an anchor, excuse me, but somebody who visited. Jesse Waters, okay, or Waters, is getting dragged online for these rules for men, okay? And again, this is the bullshit I'm talking about when men are forcing other men to follow these stereotypes. Find what works for your ass, because it's your motherfucking life. Don't let these hoes, these fear-based ass bitches who want you to live a certain type of way, fuck them. They scared to live in that way. They trying to pressure your ass to make themselves believe they doing something. Live in your damn truth. And again, shout out to ConsciousLee for being a excellent representation of what a cisgender heterosexual ally, or shall I say accomplice, looks like. And more above all of that, being a human being who is secure in his sexuality. I just wish other straight men were able to do that, because a lot of you straight niggas act more gay than the gay niggas.
Men don't talk about how they can beat other guys up. They don't talk about how masculine they are. Maybe if you're a professional fighter, you can do that, but I don't know people that do that, and I know a lot of tough guys, like this guy, Greg Gutfeld. I have rules for men. They're just funny. They're not that serious. Like, you don't eat soup in public. You don't cross your legs. And you don't drink from a straw. And one of the reasons you don't drink from a straw is because the way your lips purse. It's very effeminate. And his excuse was, well, I was drinking a milkshake. Again, you shouldn't be drinking a milkshake. Milkshakes are for kids.
Number one, here's a picture of Donald Trump with his mouth perched up, being effeminate with a straw in there. Number two, this man know he doesn't look manly or masculine. That's the reason why he's coming up with those arbitrary ideas of how to define masculinity. Number three, he talked all that shit about straws. Meanwhile, JD Vance, the VP, was literally selling straws for men to perch their lips on. Number four, I'm not trying to take no rules from a man that looked like they could have been an extra in a Nickelodeon movie as a teenager. Number five, These folks love to trivialize trans identities in terms of being a real gender, but they don't even know what a real man is.
Oh Lord, that was off key as fuck, but I got that latency, so blame it on the latency. No shade. All I'm just gonna say is that this is the era, the age of the Aquarius, which is a water age. It is an age, well, not a water age. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is Aquarius. Aquarius is a water thing. I think it probably is. Excuse me. I'm having a brain fart. I believe it is. Let's just say it is. If I'm wrong, correct me. But it's a water age. It's an age where emotions, the ebb and flow of shit's gonna happen. And no shade, we see who's secure and who's not. Why the fuck are you trying to? So now you ain't gonna get no milkshake that you grew up drinking when you was young because niggas, other niggas are imagining your lips on an imaginary dick. You're not gonna eat a hot dog because niggas are imagining in their head that you are getting ready to deep throat a dick. You can't do nothing. Niggas can't even wipe their booty because if they wipe their booty, it shows that you care about your cleanliness, and that is a feminine thing. There are niggas literally out here who don't wipe their ass. I saw a video of a nigga who literally had on white drawers, and it looked like somebody took a motherfucking chocolate eclair and melted it, bitch, and mushed it all around in his underwear, and he holding it up like it's a badge of honor, like it's something, bitch, that your ass should be happy to have, girl, just shaking it like he's shaking a bag of weed he trying to sell, bitch, or a bag of perks he trying to sell, talking about this is what real niggas do, this is what real niggas whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, all that type of shit, girl. And thank you, Aries, for correcting me. It's Aquarius, it's air sign. Okay, thank you. It's the air sign. I stand corrected. And guess what? That air sign is still gonna whoop your ass, because let wind blow fast enough. It'd be tornadoes in this mug. It needs water to do a tornado, does it? Or moisture or something, or heat or whatever. Something, but air plays a role in that shit. But thank you, Aries. So again, men, just be your damn self. Love yourself. Walk in your truth. And make sure, yes, you clean yourself. Wash your body. Okay? Sometimes I need for y'all to turn y'all hot water up high as hell. And I need y'all to sit in the water and put some Dr. Bonners in that bitch. Okay? And preferably peppermint, so you can tingle and it can mingle and crystallize and ring jingle that dirt off your body. Okay? I want you to then, after soaking for about 10-15 minutes, turn on the shower and get a washcloth. Get one that is hard to help scrape all that dead skin off. And I want you to lather up the washcloth, and I want you to scrub your body. And then when you get to the butt part, I want you to be gay for 1 minute now. Get up in there. Clean it out. Get up in there. We don't know. You in the bathroom. Ain't nobody else in there with you. You in the shower by yourself. Now, if you like that shit, that's something you got to figure out within yourself. But as far as the funk of 40,000 years that we got to deal with when you walk past, or when niggas trying to give you head and they smelling shit, and you got dingleberries in your ass like you damn, what's that one light-skinned muscle nigga with the booty? He kept showing his booty all the time on Twitter. It had dingleberries in it. Just nasty-ass, caveman-ass nigga. Just because he was quote-unquote attractive, y'all didn't give a fuck about them dookie crumbs in his butt. Ugh, what the fuck? Nothing in his ass, you know it's in his nails. Damn. Just take care of yourself, please. And stop putting Savage over your ass and trying to cover up the funk. Damn. Now, for those of you, let me look at this kind of one. Yes, air sign, but it's the feminine hermaphrodite zodiac that pours information and knowledge. Okay, thank you, Juan. Come on through with the information. We are all students here. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys had the opportunity or not to see this, but there is a show. I'm sorry, a series. That's like a short one. I think it's like maybe 3-4 episodes on Netflix entitled Adolescence. And it's about this boy who is inspired by the rhetoric of the red pill community, to where he ends up doing something that changes the trajectory of his life, possibly forever. And not just his life, but the life of his family. Okay? And this woman here, and again, all the information is in the description box below if you want to watch these videos without my commentary, or just go ahead and follow them on their platforms if you like what they say. Says Adolescence, the miniseries, incel, red pill content, and the emotional neglect of young boys. And for those of you, I'm just gonna do this, girl. Fuck it. Can I do it like this? We'll just do it like that. That's better. That's cool. What was I about to say? Damn, I hate when this happens, when I lose my thoughts. Yes, for those of you who want to know more information about me, I've been pretty open with some aspects of my life to like help validate my commentary and perspectives in these conversations online. Again, you can go to my videos on my channel, and there is a 3-part miniseries as far as a documentary that I created entitled Wonderfully Made, where I share aspects of my life and how queerphobia and the trauma that I dealt with, how I went through that whole journey of wanting to delete myself, dealing with organized religion, all the way up to the point to where I was an adult, where I was dating for, you know, my 20s, because I'm 33 years old. But in my 20s, I wasted all my time trying to find romantic relationships, and nobody was invested in that. They were scared to do that, and that almost turned me into a fuckboy. But I had an experience that changed my life to make me better. And if you want to know all that, again, the docuseries is entitled Wonderfully Made. I ask that you please watch it. And even for some of you messy ass hoes, girl, that feel some type of way about my commentary and saying that I don't understand shit when I do understand shit, because I watch all the shit unlike y'all, you can go ahead and look at it yourself and find ammunition to use against me to harm me. And I'm gonna let you know you're gonna fail when you do that, and your face gonna crack when you do it. So I'm just saying, because I'm really trying to have conversations to help people. That's just me. No shade. That's just me. But I think watching adolescence and showing what happens when boys blow up, not waiting till they become adults and have the power and the authority and the freedom to be able to do more harm, but what happens when children do that. And it's a response to misogyny, which is telling women to shut the fuck up. And it's a response basically really to the feminine energy. And that shit trickles down into the queer community to where more of the masculine energy in gay men is more desirable than the feminine aspect within gay men. And I'm sorry, I'm just a top that's attracted to feminine gay men. No shade. No shade. That's just me. So of course I'm going to come through with a different type of perspective that is more so for those who are ostracized or considered different from a societal perspective. But let's take a listen to what Sister Hunter Girl has to say, okay, about Adolescence, the miniseries.
Raise our daughters and love our sons. No, what y'all are actually doing is hyper fixating on teaching your daughters how to navigate a world full of the sons you all have emotionally neglected. Okay, no, but can we talk about it? Adolescence. Great mini series on Netflix. Go watch it. One thing that I appreciated they highlighted was the severe consequences of emotionally neglecting your sons. I teach middle schoolers. Do you know how many of these middle school boys, when they go home, from the moment they get home on, are locked away in their room playing any kind of video game, watching anything on social media, no parental surveillance whatsoever? Meanwhile, your daughters, you want to know what they watching, what they're doing, who they talking to, how long they talking to them. You want to know everything about your daughters, but you know nothing about your sons. That is emotional neglect, and I'm going to use the A word. It's abusive. Y'all, how come all these boys are watching incel red pill content? Because there's no men talking to them when they go home. Their dads aren't sitting them down and picking their brain and talking to them about life. Their dads are on their phone watching porn. Too busy in their own phones watching porn, talking to other women, to be worried about their actual sons' well-being. These boys are turning to incel red pill content because they look up to those men, because the men in their lives are doing them a disservice. And while yes, emotional neglect is both parents' responsibility, there is more when it comes to the father's role and being a good role model for his son. And y'all are emotionally neglecting and abusing these boys by not being as hands-on with them as you are your daughters. Period, point blank. It's time we talk about it.
No shade. No shade. And if that is happening to heterosexual boys, if they're dealing with emotional abuse, what do you think queer boys are dealing with? Especially those who are effeminate. And again, those individuals grow up to become adults who have not dealt with their hurt and pain, and now they're getting into a community where they believe or thought that it was just going to be love and happiness and inclusion, when really it's a bunch of brokenness in that motherfucker too. It's masqueraded through the realm of sex. One thing that Say So TV did say that I do agree with is that there are a lot of people who have not healed from their childhood stuff. And for some people, it would take the rest of their lives healing. But then even if it's going to take the rest of your life healing, even if the universe has produced or made something happen to where it seems like, damn, it's me. I have a stigma on me. I have the scarlet letter on me. Damn, what am I going to do? How's it going to work out and show out for me? When you're in that moment, you low-key, if you become aware enough, give the universe, God, source, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, the opportunity to be able to bring you what you really need, because now you really need it. And if you want a manifestation of that recently, you can just watch the last live I just did recently about an individual who is a trans man who's in a relationship with somebody who was a trans woman, and how they were dying from ovarian cancer, and that the doctors would refuse to treat this person because they feel like them treating that person would be a harm to their business, but even in their practice. But even in the midst of all that happening, even though death was imminent, even though the end was coming, and it was a very biased way of it happening, because it didn't have to happen in that way, that even until his dying breath, he was loved and died in the arms of his lover. That's why you gotta love your motherfucking self. I keep telling y'all. I don't give a fuck what society say. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers say. You need to do this or you need to do that. All you need to do is love yourself and show up in the world, and the universe will touch and agree with your ass. And I'm speaking with conviction because that is something that I'm learning in my own life, something I'm applying in my own life, and something that I'm facing in my own life. I will never get to a point to where I have just reached a certain level and it's over with. No, this is going to be continuous. This is going to be everlasting. And I have to find a way to be okay with it. And that even though I'm on this journey of life where I don't know what the fuck gonna happen, at least I know that there are going to be people that will come into my life who will love me for who I am. That I don't need the whole world to like me, because I ain't trying to fuck the whole world. No shade. But I know that in the community, okay, again, the majority of top are fuck boys, let some people tell it. Girl, the first and the bottom are all slutted out, girl. They ain't got no booty hole no more. It's basically then turned into a slit, girl. It's like a fucking coin dispenser in this bitch. What-doing? It's built like... Ooh, I'm about to say something really dark. Never mind, girl. Oh. Ooh, that was gonna be dark as hell, girl. Let me stop myself. But if that's the case, girl, and there's some people out there who are tops, who saving themselves for a relationship, and it ain't happening. There's some bottoms out there that's closing up shop to be able to make sure they save it for their partner. Again, Keon, shout out to him, was basically just talking about how he's saving himself and he changing things up to be able to track what the hell he want. Sometimes that shit can be irritating as hell, and sometimes you feel like this. Goddamn it! I'm so sick of this shit.
I'm so sick of this shit. But I'm not gonna let it make me sick. And neither are you.
I just wanted to put that in there real quick. Okay, we so sick of this shit. We are tired of the bullshit. We are tired of getting our heart broken. We are tired of getting played. We are tired of getting catfished. We are tired of individuals saying they interested and then the next day they not. We tired of motherfuckers lying about how they want to be with us but fucking other niggas. We tired of all this other type of shit. We tired of the bullshit. We tired of the bullshit. We're just tired. Tired of the bottoms fighting. Tired of the tops pretending. We just tired. Girl, shout out to Justin J for that one. We just tired. We are tired, but we're not going to let that destroy us. We're not going to let that make us bitter. I have shared journal entries that I've had in the past about heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heart fucking break. And I wanted so bad to give up. I wanted so bad to throw in the towel. I wanted so bad to become the villain. But something inside of me said, no, don't do that. Do not do that. If you do that, you will fuck your own shit up. Don't do it. And I'm glad that I stood true to that. Because who knows where I could have been. I could be dead and gone right now. Over some dumb shit. Girl, let me fix this chair. Maybe let me sit like this, girl. Damn. But there has to be a change. There has to be a change. And there will be a change. Because I promise you, what you want, need, and desire will come your way. You just have to believe and move forward. And a lot of people ain't ready for that. Which is why they gonna get what the fuck they gonna get. But for those of you that are ready, especially this new graduating class, girl, get your shit together. Okay? Look at the comments real quick. Keon says the insecurities and Christian heteronormative status quos be jacking these dudes up big time, and it's sad, very much so. Deshaun says, right, these men need to put hot water in the bathtub and bathe in it and marinate in it. Lord. Okay? And get up in there. Yep, clean it all out, please, in the name. Keon says, I'm just sitting back hydrating as I watch the powers that be fall to pieces, trying to keep what little bit of power they had. That's what this new age of A is bringing. They're losing and they see it. No shade. See, y'all ain't ready for those conversations. That's why I be trying to interject myself in these community conversations, because it's like, can we work through this stupid little dumbass shit? Because we talking about damn tops and bottoms and what an alpha top is and a submissive bottom is. Pretty soon, bitch, if your ass is anything except heterosexual, your ass is going into Miss Trunchball's chokey. So I think we need to start focusing on better things, because being a top or a bottom may cost you your damn life. No shade. And the power is coming to us now. We got to realize it, because if not, we going to fumble. There's ashe to that. As much as I'm a natural people pleaser, I've had to comprehend that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And not everyone is worthy of taking a sip any damn way. I agree with that. That's why I say you need to love yourself and get to a place of overflow. Whatever is in your cup is really for you. And whatever you pour out of that cup, make sure you pour into somebody who will pour into you. But you want to get to an overflow state so that the access, the overflow is what everybody else gets. Okay? Because when the time comes for you to take a sip, your cup be dry than a biatch. Okay? Also, sorry if my parts are filling up here too much. I'm also 32 years old, empathetic Gemini, and I feel seen and loved here, so I take a lot when the connection happens. And no, I appreciate the engagement. That's what I want. I want y'all to engage in the commentary. That's why I do lives. You know what I'm saying? If I just wanted to hear me talk, I would just record the video and edit it, because I would have to listen to the video 1,000 times before y'all listen to it. Because when it comes down to editing, I'm very anal. Pun intended. Okay? But no, share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. That's what we're here for. And yes, the Matilda reference. Amanda Thripp. Okay? Your mommy, my mommy, thinks they're cute. Your mommy. Okay? This one here says, empaths, as Keon was saying. See how the universe works? Keon. Empaths go through 2 transformations. Naive innocence and awakened strength. Now at first, and this is where I was, especially in my 20s, They love without limits, driven by the need to please and the fear of abandonment, making them easy targets for narcissists and manipulators. This cycle continues until a breaking point where deep betrayal or emotional abuse shatters them entirely. Me in 2018. Again, if y'all want to know about that, watch Wonderfully Made episode 3, my bad. But destruction, if you learn from it, if you're aware while it's happening, if you're questioning yourself and your thoughts and how you feel in the moment and gathering information, is easier said than done, but bitch, it's not impossible. I'm learning how to do it more and more every day. I'm not perfect, but bitch, I'm moving. Okay? All that can lead to transformation. See, they then rebuild with boundaries. Sometimes you gotta tell motherfuckers no. Sorry, can't do it. Don't want to do it. Oh, wait. However they feel, that's how they feel. Bitch, I gave you the answer. Figure it out. Okay? They rebuild with self-respect. Okay? Which means they start respecting themselves. They don't do things that they used to do anymore. I'm not just gonna let niggas come through and fuck. I'm not just gonna sit up here and let people play on my top. I'm not gonna let this motherfucker for the third time tell me we about to go on a date and then I get stood up. With all the experiences that can happen that are unfavorable, you start respecting yourself to where you say, you know what, I'm done, I'm good. And then when motherfuckers want to act right, no, bitch, you had the opportunity to act right the first time and you didn't, so I'm out. And not feeling guilty about that, okay? And they rebuild with emotional intelligence, because if you don't have emotional intelligence, baby, your relationship is not going to go very far. You can only go so far on sex alone, because that gets boring very fast, especially when it's so much of it out there. Why do you think motherfuckers gotta cheat? Because they're trying to find the spark outside of the relationship, as opposed to learning how to be Flint in this bitch and a fucking piece of fucking shavings of wood in this bitch. Okay? Or some damn lint from the lint drawer in the damn motherfucking dryer that's flammable as hell. No longer naive. Okay? No longer loving without limits. No longer driven by the need to please, and no longer driven by the fear of abandonment. They become empowered empath kinds, but intentional. They are compassionate, but no longer exploitable. Okay? It means I'ma be nice, I'ma still give, but I'm not going to allow you to take advantage of it. Because I'm trying to please you as a person. And me, I used to be a very big people pleaser. And for the people I love to please them. And I love pleasing in all aspects. Especially, and yes, in the realm of sex, I love that shit too. Because just like Keon said, it's about the back and forth. This is not just about me when we're being intimate. It is about us being together. So when you start getting to that point, you start attracting people in your life who will respect that energy, to where it becomes natural and organic. Now, instead of trying to be afraid and, oh, we're trying to stop shit and what this nigga doing and all this other mental gymnastics, now we can actually live life. We can plan shit. We can do shit. We can be funny and shit. We can have great sex and shit. We can create and shit. Now that you're no longer exploitable. And lastly, they don't lose their empathy. They learn how to wield it. They don't lose it. They don't throw in the towel. They don't throw it away. They don't put it on the back burner. They don't kill their empathy. Again, you got Christians right now that's saying that empathy is bad and that Jesus Christ was a punk ass bitch. Literally. Because Christ played his part, girl. That was just the piece of man outside. But you don't lose that empathy. You learn how to wield it in a way that's powerful. Okay? We got Harold in the motherfucking building. What's going on, pimpin'? Keon also says, I saw this as a post on IG earlier today, and it's so beautiful. I'm grateful that I progressed to the latter empowered half of this now. Indeed, all things happen for a reason. Keon, no shade. This is where I got it from Instagram. I got so much shit saved on Instagram. And then for the people that are a part of my Short Stack Revolution DMs, a group chat on Instagram, baby, my phone be lit up all the time. I can't wait till the day that shit happens, but it be cash apps, okay? Make money while you sleep, okay? The universe keep looking out. You keep on looking out for me. Universe, or the higher power of your understanding, is always listening on your behalf, which is why you got to be intentional. You got to be careful of what you think and what you say, because if you don't, the universe only responds to your energy. That's why learning to love yourself and being emotionally aware and intelligent, learning to include, or shall I say, balance out and recalibrate with your feminine energy. It will help you. It will help you to be more intentional so you can manifest what you want. Because it's just not thought alone. You need emotion, energy, and motion to walk it the fuck out. Okay? But I wanted to share that with y'all. We're going to continue more because we got some more shit. No shade. Make sure you hit that like button. Okay? To help the channel grow. Okay? Where we at? We are at 11 likes. Shout out to y'all doing y'all big ones. Okay? Now, this one here is from Professor.Odi. Okay? Again, he is another amazing cisgender heterosexual black man who is about therapy, about self-love, about dealing with past traumas, and he's also a licensed therapist, just degreed out of control. And I love seeing black men talk about their emotions. And I want all black men to win, not just gay black men, but I want heterosexual black men to win. I just want black men in general to win. No shade. You know, again, I feel like if we continue to work through our shit, we could become better as a community. But it says, the hell's going on? Girl, that sounded so sloppy. What the hell is going on in this mental health space right now, home? Y'all out here talking about, okay, out here talking about, men don't need therapists. Men need other men. Men need gyms. Men need women, or in Andrew Caldwell tongue girl, Caldwellian women's. Men need mothers. Men need fathers. Men need books. Men need etc. And as a therapist, again, Professor.Odi speaking, I can't tell you what you need unless you give me the consent to do so. As a man, what we need to do is stop lying and pretending like chronic unresolved pain and trauma makes us better men, because it don't. It usually ends up destroying the community we keep asking to swallow up through your throat. Okay? To swallow our bullshit. Ooh-wee, wee-oo, woo-woo-woo-woo, woo-woo, in the words of Shanae. He also continues further by saying, as a therapist, we aren't talking about it because it ain't therapy, brother. It's therapeutic. Yes. See, we gotta learn the difference between the two, okay? The amount of emotional labor that our women do to the point of burnout hangs in the balance, and that's a response to someone saying, having a woman on top of you telling you how much she loves, how handsome you are, is a very underrated form of therapy. Interesting, no one is talking about this. And as Professor.Odi said, nigga, that's therapeutic. Okay, we gotta learn the difference between the two. Okay, no shade. I think I'm gonna read the smaller one first. No shade, I kind of fucked up there, but we learning. Okay? Someone says, we're taught that you can't hate your mother. When you hate a mother, it's always, you only got one, or she tried her best. Fathers do not receive that grace. Let me take a sip of water real quick on this straw in this damn Brita pitcher. I mean, Brita water bottle thing. Sorry, had to wet my whistle. Okay. So he responds, I was doing an intake earlier in my career with a young boy, girl, the way he writing. Okay, I already be doing the Andrew Caldwell shit. Young boy, my boy, who said to me that he was no longer talking to his mother due to the trauma she caused him. Me, But young G, you only got one mama. And him, staring me dead in my soul, replies back, yeah, you right. And I only got one me. Oh, fucked me right on up. No shade. You gotta realize that your feelings matter as well. And there are some black women out here that be fucking their sons up too to get back at niggas that hurt them. There are some women out there that try to protect their sons from bullshit and won't allow their sons to grow because now that's they motherfucking man. Women also have a toxic aspect. The feminine aspect, when they're out of balance, has a toxic aspect as well. So I think, again, it has to be true and be genuine, honest across the entire board of the situation. Because, again, we're teaching young boys that their emotions don't matter. And these young boys grow up to be grown men who are not touched with their emotions, and you wonder why they have problems and issues in their relationships. No shade. Let's continue further. Whew. This is small as hell. Let me pull this over some. Hold on. Pull this closer. Let's get closer. I have a serious question to ask my fellow black men. Why is it that necessary to be homophobic while insulting your fellow black man? There is nothing. I mean, this is something, girl, let me read that again, I'm fucking up. I have a serious question to ask my fellow black men. Why is that necessary to be homophobic while insulting your fellow black man? See, this is something I still don't understand. Professor.Odi responds, because between black men, being gay is more shameful than being abusive, illiterate, emotionally inept, traumatized, violent, predatory. That word, that triggering word, girl, misogynistic, dirty, Baroque, and the shame of being gay is designed to elicit a proving response. So again, if being gay is more shameful in the black community than all those things, what do you think it's like in the gay dating pool? You think it's gonna just be lollipops and gumdrops and sunshine and rainbows for real? Hell no. It's a lot of hurt and pain and dark clouds in this bitch. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's continue further. Shout out to the 7 people still here. Someone says, I think that the freedom to be confidently uninformed is the most abused privilege that we exercise as a society. Professor.Odi responds, yeah, that was a real nice way to say y'all exercise the liberty to be loud and ignorant too damn motherfucking much. And I mean, there's not much more to say about that. Look at what's happening, okay? Professor.Odi ends up concluding saying that I've tasted the ethical monogamy, okay? I've tasted the ethical non-monogamy. Hell, I've even tasted BDSM. And in the midst of me trying all these things, above all, I recommend emotional intelligence. And I agree with that as well. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Keon says, ooh, how can I be a part of that chat? Follow me on Instagram. I'm BubzDaGawd, again, on Instagram, everywhere. And send me a message on there so we can add you in the group chat. Okay? Now, don't be no troll, nigga, now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's some people over here that be trying to infiltrate and shit. But I'm just saying. Let's see. Harold said, there is a popular YouTuber right now who praises his absent father over the women, or the woman, who actually were present and took care of him, i.e. mother and grandmother. But I ain't gonna say no names. Oh, Lord. This is YouTube where everybody can say what the fuck they want to say. Let me move the microphone over here. Can y'all hear me good? Because I'm over here looking at my computer. So let me see. Is that better? Can y'all hear me like this? Is that better as far as the audio? I mean, my shit right there for whatever it is. Ooh, this the one. Okay, personally, blood may be thicker than water, but family is also the family that you choose. You also choose love. And a wise mystic said that blood may be thicker than water, but love is thicker than blood. Shout out to that wise ass motherfucking mystic pimping, okay? Because his motherfucking shit just be crazy. Shout out to him, okay? Keon also says, that's why I'm loving at a distance, forgiving and healing the inner kid in me, keeping him alive inside, because that's the only way your ass is gonna age gracefully. You wanna age like Angela Bassett, you wanna age like Pharrell, a damn vampire bitch, you wanna be Akasha to this shit 1,000 years old, you have to honor the child inside of you. Keep that child alive. Don't let this world try to kill that. Okay? Be the biggest motherfucking responsible kid, adult you can be. Okay? Because that's where your innocence is, where your connection, your power, your imagination is. And as adults, we need our imagination, because our imaginations are fucked up. No shade. Come on, y'all. Shout out to Queen Spicy. Yep, we can hear you. Harold said, I can hear you loud and clear. Good, good. I had to bring the mic closer because I was trying to have it out of the shop. Fuck it. Okay? Now, we're going to get into... Good, what's next? What's next? What's next, Lord? Okay, now, we're going to get into this part here. What you're about to see is something that you, and we're talking in context of gay men, that you can have. Seeing the interaction between Say So TV and his partner validates what he believes. Even though there are some areas that could be like, okay, Pippa, let's talk about that. But overall, his intention and what he means about what a healthy, whole, evolving, but not perfect, but still love is there, relationship can look like between two men. So I want y'all to listen to what happens in their interactions, because in this aspect, Say So's partner asks him, what are 3 things that you like about me, and vice versa? And the responses that they gave, it's like no shade. You should try to aspire to have a relationship like this, especially the energetic aspect, because that is what is most important. And again, I'm not no hating ass nigga. I can give motherfuckers a G. And no shade for some of the people over there in his comments who did not understand and are going to be willfully ignorant because they're not going to bring their motherfucking ass over here to watch the goddamn commentary, who literally projecting they bullshit or whatever. Y'all motherfuckers are the ones that really need to be listening, okay? Because those individuals can't say that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or I just don't get it, when y'all haven't came over here and watched the entire lives in its entirety for your damn self. Because I watched his entire video when I responded. And I watched his entire 1-hour response when he responded to my commentary. So until y'all start doing that shit, you can't say shit to me. But again, my props is to Say So TV. And yes, like I said before, and I'll say it again, Say So. I am down to have a conversation publicly, bro. We can have this shit on Restream. I can come on your platform. You can come on mine. It doesn't matter. You can bring your partner if you want to. Again, I'm just trying to have a real ass conversation that can help the queer community. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk our shit in reference to what we believe or whatever, but I feel like you, especially from what I've seen thus far, is an individual that can work through the shit because you've manifested what you wanted. So obviously there was some inner growth and inner work there. And I think you and I having that conversation publicly can help, like, again, create this gray area where we're all, shall I say, tops, verses, and bottoms. Everybody could win in this bitch. No shade, because I'm going to get mine. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get it. No shade. But I want y'all to take a listen to this part, y'all, because it's very wholesome. I was like, oh. Part of me was like, must be nice. Must be nice. I'm just playing. But y'all take a listen.
Maybe that.
Before you go, let's do something cute. What are the top?
You're not. Yeah, go ahead.
What are the top 5 things you like? Like, what are your 5 favorite things about me? No, 3. Keep it 3.
3 favorite things.
Yeah, we'll be here all day. We doing all that.
Hold
on.
So the first thing is your like empathy and emotional maturity. That was like one of the first things that like really made me continue to talk to you. And then
it's not gonna thing, baby. That's not supposed to go like that. Look at the thing. Look at it. You see? That's the chimney.
So how do we do it?
Oh,
yeah, it's like that.
Type shit.
His patience. He has an extreme amount of patience. Don't get me wrong. I'm the shit, but I come with shit. And when I'm going through my shit, he holds me and does. And it's just, I don't know. He's there, you know, like really patient, and he allows me to go through my shit without judging me, without pushing me to move forward, without, you know what I'm saying, disregarding my trauma and all that. So I would say your patience is definitely up there.
Okay.
No shade. We need more of that. We need more niggas that's gonna be willing to do that. Because regardless of this whole top and bottom shit, we are human beings and we all got emotions and shit. And like I said, some of us just want to be held. Some of us just want to be able to have a safe space and to feel like we're okay. And again, like he said, he not perfect. He came into this situation new. And again, I suggest that y'all watch the video for yourselves if you haven't seen it yet. Again, it's in the description box below. Where he said that he got his own shit, he got his own insecurities, he's got his own trauma and things that he's healing from because he's a human being. He's been hurt, he's been used, he's been abused, he's been scarred, he's been played, he's been all this type of stuff. But instead of projecting that pain, he is allowed, his man allows him to break down, allows him to come apart, to fall apart, and to sit here and say, I'm gonna be here with you through that. That means more than any amount of money, any amount of material wealth or whatever. For someone to be there and love you at your worst or love you when you're going through a tough time, that is what is most important. And the fact that his partner was able to say that that is one of the most important things or favorite things about him is that we need more of that. So yeah, I guess what some people are saying, if I'm having any critique, especially at this time against, well, not against, but to Say So TV, is the fact that it would be nice to be able to have these conversations where the tops can learn how to do this. How can they work through the emotional aspect? First of all, not even with a damn relationship, the person they with or they fucking, but with themselves. How do they deal with that? How do they deal with the emotional aspect in a way that is beautiful and healing? Because once your ass go through some shit, don't you want a nigga to hold you down? I mean, I'm just saying. So again, I appreciate him being able to, first of all, give us the opportunity and the honor and privilege to be able to listen to their conversation. Okay, and yes, to Harold's point, they look alike. They say sometimes when you love somebody and y'all be together for a long time, y'all start looking like each other. No shade, I believe it. But anyway, let's continue.
Okay, I could see that.
Okay, maybe, take that off, maybe.
Well, I know those.
Put those, maybe these are just windows on the top, so put those down. With the sticky part on top. Nope. Like
they both sticky on the outside.
See, doing that shit would kind of irritate the fuck out of me. Okay.
Yeah, so
can we go play gingerbread in the bedroom?
Terribly proportioned
Tell my
gingerbread.
niggas.
Yeah, really.
You got the
What were y'all
cookies,
thinking?
and I got the cream. Let me build a house upon thy rock.
Yeah, they shouldn't have did the little they shouldn't have did the chimney part.
It's like, why? And it's just heavy. Maybe we're just having it too high. Maybe this is over here. In school, we used to put, like, it does take a while. Because remember when we used to build these with graham crackers in school and you had to put the milk box under it?
Yeah.
I think it just needs, like, it.
But I'm like, are they supposed to go this way?
Try it.
I think
it can
so.
be, that's very German of them. Okay.
Yeah, the second thing I'll say is like you're like a good perfect combination of like feminine, masculine, submissive, dominant. Like for me, I would say that.
It's calling me a good bottom.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. Yeah.
And no shade, I agree with Say So TV. If your ass gonna be a bottom, be the best, be all that you can be the very best like no one ever was. And yes, I think it's great when the individual who is a bottom against us, we looking at it through the societal aspect. Again, we higher than that, but we just looking at it from that perspective or whatever. Like, yes, your bottom should be able to have access to both their masculine and feminine, to be assertive and be submissive. That is a balance. When you have a partner that can do both of those things, that are both handed, okay, like a motherfucker, the relationship will be better. Okay, I'm just saying. And not West ain't saying twin, where have you been? We got Queen Amber in the building. Shout out to her. She almost ready to graduate. Okay, again, she went to school for all of us. Girl, Christ died for all of us, and she went to school for all of us. Amen. Hell said that ain't no shade, but they literally look like the same man, like two different versions. No shade. There's somebody that is my husband in my head who looked kind of like me in the eye and nose area. But I'm like, damn, he's so motherfucking fine, okay? He fine on the inside, and he got beauty and booty. Amen. Okay? Keon says, real talk, Say So is the reason I even discovered Bubs in the first place, because I do follow him. So I have him to thank. Thank you so much, Keon. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for those who discover me from Say So TV, again, shout out to him for responding, because he ain't had to do that. And again, because he did, I'm gonna give him his props, because there were other gay content creators, ain't throwing no shade, just be honest, who did not respond, and that's cool. I'm grateful someone did. You know what I'm saying? So again, shout out to him. Keon also says, Say So delivers well enough. It's just Bubs again resonates with me on the wavelength I feel more strongly attached to. I appreciate both of y'all. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you. Again, my purpose is to be able to add context and nuance. A lot of people ain't gonna get it through fear, or they just not gonna fuck with me because I'm just not their cup of tea, and that's okay. I know I'm not gonna be liked by everybody, nor am I trying to be liked by everybody. I'm just trying to find my tribe, find my community, find my people, and we gonna rock together. No shade. Okay? But let's continue further, y'all, because I want y'all to hear more of these cute ass responses like, oh, I can't wait till I start dressing up with my nigga and shit and wearing onesies and shit. Okay? Now he can get the adult ones. I'm gonna have to get the motherfucking youth 20 in this bitch. Let's continue.
He means a good person. You know what I really like about you? Yeah. Your sexy ass face. Yeah. I eat you up. It's like, nah, I do love that, but that's good, man.
Ooh, I think we figured it out.
I love your values. I love that family means a lot to you. It's a big part of your identity. I love that because it's a big part of mine too. And we can just relate so much when it comes to family. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the third thing, like your relatability, like having someone who is so right here with me when I don't know about just shit that you don't expect anybody else to understand. Family shit that you just like, you would just think like, damn, there's no way anybody in the world could understand what the fuck I'm going through. And most times than not, you do. It's scary, but it's very comforting. And it's also kind of like an honor to, you know, work through stuff and be a part of your healing just as much as you're a part of mine. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely. I love that.
No shade. I'm just taking what they showing us, y'all. I don't know their personal life, nor is it my business, but this type of energy, this type of talking, what he said, no shade. That is top tier relationship conversations and goals. See, it's easier to attain material wealth. It's easier to attain material, tangible stuff. But when you're going through shit, none of that shit really matters. Because it's an internal thing. So to have someone to be able to grow with you and the growing pains with you. And again, we talk about, oh, motherfuckers cheating on us, breaking our damn hearts and shit. Oh my God, what did this happen? Oh my God. Let's talk about all the other possible realities. And I say this all the time. Fuck cheating. What happens if your partner get in a car accident and they're paraplegic? What happens if your partner has an accident where something fucking happens to their fucking face? They over here looking like Two-Face in this bitch. Over here looking like motherfucking Drammen from Mortal Kombat with that mask on. Over here looking like Meat from Mortal Kombat, girl. Over here looking like the Crypt Keeper, girl. Looking like almost the final stage of William G. McRae, Bartholomew, Orenthal, whatever. The 28th. Girl. What again if your partner, fucking mama or daddy or someone close to them dies and they become depressed to where now they on their Nicky Parker shit and they swallowing up food like they Kirby and shit, okay? Looking like Snorlax. Walking to the damn fridge singing like fucking Jigglypuff with the mic and everything and the magic marker and all that shit. Okay? And they gain 20, 30 pounds. Are you not going to love them? Hell, what if an incurable disease hits their ass? What if something happens? What if life? And fuck life happening to them to where, oh, I don't know if I want to be with them no more because they can't throw it back like they used to. I gotta do all this other shit. What if it's your ass? What if your ass is sitting in the goddamn driver's seat of that reality? Wouldn't you want someone to love you? Wouldn't you want someone to honor and cherish you and look past your bullshit and stay with you? And I'm here to tell you that if you love yourself, that can be a reality. That there will be people who will grow with you. And no shade, when you grow with somebody and you evolve with them, they low-key become even more attractive because you see the real shit. Because the physical aspect will change. And on top of that, let's talk about one of the ultimate things that is guaranteed. Fuck how long we going to be together. We're not going to last forever because death is going to take us away from each other. That's a reality. And we don't know when. We hope and pray that we can to live long enough to become old and gray. But that's not a that's not a guarantee. So let me love your ass while I have you. I don't want to have to wait until something tragic happens for me to appreciate you. That's why even with me, when I started dating niggas, I would meditate and petition to the universe, help me to learn how to honor them as individuals in their spirit and soul. The one thing that changes for the better. And help me to manifest and maintain and evolve and grow in that same relationship with that person, to have them look at me the same way. And that when it does come to an end, it's going to be because God said, okay, we're done. So again, shout out to Say So TV and his nigga sharing. And when I say nigga, it's not disrespectful. That's just how I talk. Again, I'm BubzDaGawd. I have colorful language. I'm very vulgar, but I give edutainment. Okay. Shock value, but make you laugh at the same time. Okay. Shock comedy. All right. But shout out to them sharing their reality. And again, for them to be able to share their reality in a world where they're talking about, oh, you know, all these gay niggas gonna come through and try to do all this DM shit, that there are some people who can be so secure in their shit, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, you fine, I'll give you that. Yeah, your ass fat, I'll give you that. Yeah, your waist snatch, I'll give you that. Yeah, you got the house and the money and the car, I'll give you that. Yes, you got the credit, I'll give you that. Yes, you have all these things, but I got something better at the house that is worth more than anything that you can give me. And when you know you got that, that's top tier energy. But you got to be top tier within yourself. Okay, let's continue further with the commentary.
And I agree. That is definitely one of the best parts. Like, it's like we have a best friend also with each other, not just lovers. So, yes, I agree.
Can't wait to hear it, Queen.
I think we figured that out. Yeah,
I'm talking about Queen Amber.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna do all this ice, you know.
I'm done looking at it. My stomach hurts.
Yeah. So let me.
How'd y'all? And no shade. See, I would do some shit like that. Especially with my nigga. Okay? Keon says, folks love to quote, love is patient, love is kind, and suffers long. But when the skies get even a little cloudy, dudes nowadays want to turn tail and run. Thank you for my child. Okay? Hero said, wearing matching outfits, decorating a Christmas tree, drinking spiked eggnog, and carrying on. Miss me with the eggnog. Now we can smoke on this weed. No shade. But you're absolutely right about this comment. With this comment, Keon. Yep. That's why you know when it's real, they gonna stay. They know it's not abusive. They know it's not manipulative. They know it's not narcissistic. They know that things happen, things change, and they're willing to grow and evolve with you because you're worth it and they're willing to risk it. No shade. Keon also says, seeing some of these dudes and their unwillingness to truly do the work, to heal is genuinely disturbing. Just functioning with so many chips on their shoulder because pain is more addicting than freedom. Yeah, some people don't know how to get out of it. Some people are afraid to get out of it because the awareness is too, jarring. And again, I can understand that. Which is why for these past few years, baby, I've been facing my own fears, but telling myself to keep going forward, that things are going to change, things are going to get better. And the more that you love yourself, the more that the universe will start agreeing with you and you can start seeing that shit. But you got to be willing to touch and agree with that. You have to. That's the only way you're going to be able to heal. That's the only way you're going to be able to get better. You have to. And let me tell you something. When that time comes, because baby, it's not a fact of if, bitch, when. Because the only thing that can happen is death. And death is going to happen anyway. So I'm going to put my energy into living. So right now, this damn point, when it fucking happens, baby, when it hits, again, not only will you be able to fully receive it, but you got to hold on to that shit and maintain that. Now that you got it, what you going to do to keep it? And does that thing that you have want to be kept? And does it want to keep you? Do you get what I'm saying? But it's up to them. Now, let me tell you something else. Some individuals ain't gonna find love until later on in their life. We about to watch a video of these 83-year-old parents walking their 62-year-old daughter down the motherfucking aisle. Now, no shade. One thing that Say So did say that I disagree with is that when your ass become 30, 40, 50, it's too late. You washed up. You old. Anybody don't care about you. You're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Whoop the bam bam boom. All that type of stuff. There are some people who are going to believe that fear-based type of thinking and will literally manifest that reality. But for those who continue to hold on to love, the universe works in such mysterious ways that, bitch, it will come get your ass when you least expect it. And sometime that might be motherfucking 63, 73, 83 years old. So let's take a listen, okay? Or shall I say watch. This little clip, again, of the 62-year-old woman finally getting married to the man of her damn dreams. Let's get it.
First of all, to everyone out there who never thought this would happen, including my family. It's real. It's happening. I waited 63 years for my one and only, and that's you. Will you grow ancient with me?
Yes, I will.
I now pronounce you to be.
Now it says, according to Landers, her Aunt Diane sadly died 8 months after her wedding. So some people may say, oh, well, she failed because she ain't get to a year. And, well, shit, I mean, you ain't even get it that damn long. She fucking got it. And that was the point. It's like when someone said, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And a wise mystic once said, bitch, I don't give a fuck what came first, bitch, the chicken or the egg. The fact that it came is the most important thing. It's here. That's all that's important. So for her, she was able to experience it. And even if it was only for 8 months, at least when the time came for her to transition from this life to whatever is next after this, at least she had love around her. And again, that shit matters when you're dealing with something as radical as death is concerned. To have people around you to love on you as you are being ushered out of this experience, that's unfortunately an honor and a privilege that is rare. Okay? Shade, no shade. Keon says, Inyala Van Zant coins it as being addicted to your story, meaning addicted to the comfort of sitting in the trauma. Woe is me-ism. And I spent my 20s being woe is me. Oh my God, I ain't gonna be able to find no nigga. Oh my God, I'm not ever gonna be in a relationship. I just want someone to be something special to me. My people asking me, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? And my ass just so pitiful and just damn, just cringy and fucked up and shit. Well, what I want, you can't buy. Girl, now I've been spending so much time invested in my energy, girl, to where I've become selfish. No shade. And I feel like I need to be a little bit selfish. I ain't gonna be selfish for long because Endgames is here. So, bitch, I had to find out what my love is about, girl, and give me everything that I can feel that I can use so I can love other motherfuckers better. No shade. But if you, again, love yourself and willing to work through that trauma, you will better your life. I'm gonna keep saying that. A lot of things that I say sound repetitious, but that's how you develop a new habit. And baby, I'm gonna change my life. My life has changed and it is changing. And y'all just along on the ride, or along for the ride. On the ride, for the ride, you just riding. Okay, we got King Nereus in the building. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? King Hannibal, what's going on, pimpin'? Says better to love than never loved at all. And I agree with that. You better get all you can, because I think even you said it in the last live, King Hannibal. You only got one life to live, so you might as well live that bitch. And guess what? When you do that, other motherfuckers will love you till the end. Amen. Neri said no shade, but we've been married for years now. Yeah, I got plenty of Instagram, social media husbands. Okay? But y'all, let's continue further. I'm sorry, because we got a little bit more.
God joins together, let no one separate.
She and her new husband spent those 8 months living together and spending time outdoors. Okay, she finally was able to knock the dust off that pussy bitch. It was the happiest, most joyful day of our family's lives, seeing her so happy, leaders said to Good Morning America Girl. Now, you know they in there motherfucking, oh, you like that shit, Barbara? You like that shit, Sally? You like that shit, Suzanne? Oh, yes, Bob. Oh, yes, Robert. Oh, yes, Peter. Okay, go ahead and get it in now, okay? Do not defile. It said the marriage bed is not defiled, girl. You go ahead, okay? Shout out to them, baby. Now, I hope I ain't got to wait that damn long, because I do want to do some good love-making shit while I have my strength and energy and shit. Okay, maybe the reason why my ass is built like a goddamn 5th grader and aging like one is because maybe it will come later on in life. I don't know. But I still want to be able to do some shit, okay? And I want to find somebody that is slightly taller than me, okay? Because I want to do some tall people shit. I can't do tall people shit with tall people because it's going to be a little bit difficult, okay? I never had a 69 where it was comfortable, bitch. Okay? I never been able to pick a motherfucker up and put them on the wall and do some shit with them, girl. Universe bless a nigga. E-daddy man daddy baby. Now, the next clip we're gonna get into is something funny. Okay, this is from one of my favorite comedians, called Lavelle Crawford. That's his name. Funny as fuck. I'm sure y'all know who he is. And this is a clip from him on BET Comic View. And basically the clip is saying, look, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Be yourself, because somebody gonna love you. I don't give a damn. And he gonna show us or tell us or have us laugh at the different examples of self-love and how that shit can work, bitch. Okay, if you love yourself, the universe will love you. Okay, let's get it.
Woo-wee.
I'm glad y'all laughing, boy. I hate people coming to a comedy show with problems. I don't care. We all got problems. Don't everybody got problems? Everybody got problems. You ain't have to clap. I ain't mother love. I ain't gonna help you. I'm fat and black. I got all kind of problems. I got cholesterol problem, high blood pressure. Then I got friends that always talking about you. I don't care. I don't care. You got a problem. I don't care. If you ain't got no teeth, smile anyway. You cross-eyed, look out a good eye. You got bad breath, talk to somebody with a sinus problem. They said you got bills, put them back in the mailbox. Your car broke down. Your car broke down. You saving gas. You see how high gas is now? It is ridiculous. It's about $900 a gallon. Gas is high as hell. You get an attitude when somebody asks you for a ride now. Can you run me? Run you where? Run you where?
Wait. Run you where? Run you where? Okay. No shade. He's saying, look, love yourself, bitch. All them damn things. Somebody gonna love your ass. Somebody gonna love your toothless ass. Somebody gonna love your humming breath having ass. Somebody gonna love your musty ass. Somebody gonna love you. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh. Okay. But I think that we should end this live, girl, with a episode from the iconic motherfucking series, girl, Got to Be Real. I was watching some of the episodes last night and I was just like, oh my god, I think this would end the video well, because I feel like we kind of did good with this video in reference to the spiritual aspect, you know what I'm saying, and just another alternate way of thinking that can be more beneficial. And again, obviously it's working because we gaining subscribers, and we got again a new subscribers, King Hannibal and Keon in the building. You know, I don't know if King Hannibal discovered me from Say So I Don't Believe, but Keon did. So all these damn K's, King and Keon, Keenan and Kale, okay? But shout out to y'all for discovering me from his channel, and again, shout out to Say So TV. As far as the conversation, I already put the ball in his court. We gonna see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But again, shout out to him. And we're going to end it with an iconic episode again of Got to Be Real. All right, this is, I think, episode 7. This shit had me screaming. So let's go ahead and get into it. And on top of that, if your ass don't know about Got to Be Real and you a black gay man, I'm going to have to check your gay card, because you should know what Noah's Ark is. And you should know what Got to Be Real is. But I'm going to give y'all a little 1-2. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of saving grace. Okay? But anyway, let's get into it, y'all, because this shit is hilarious. Let's get it.
You look great.
I know. I feel good too, darling.
Let's talk about Got to Be Real. People are asking and wondering, where's Whitney? Is she going to show?
Yeah, I'm aware, Sean. I'm aware. But let's get one thing straight. I am not a hologram. Despite what that lady from Jenny Craig said, I'm not. I just haven't had time to be there in person, you know? I love all the divas so much. I really do. But I've been busy with filming and raising my daughter.
No, I understand, but isn't your daughter like 19?
Sean, let's do this. You raise your child, and I'll raise mine, okay? All right.
So everyone wants to know, is Whitney Team Sass or Team Class? Which is it?
Team Jesus, Team Soldiers for Christ. That's the team I'm on. That's the one. And if anyone has an issue with it, they can kiss Whitney's ass.
Okay, so I'm on my way to the festivities, and I just hope that everything goes well. If it doesn't, one uses sunglasses to shade the classless. Oh. Hold on. Oh shit.
Who is it?
It's Patty. I told her I was gonna be fashionably late, and she said, okay, I hope you're riding in an ambulance because somebody needs the paramedics.
No way.
I kid you not.
I had no idea what had really went down because I was in a state of, I had a couple glasses of wine. I would like to say happy marriage to you, Aretha. I know this is your third, but I'm hoping third time's a charm.
We were all a little tipsy. But then you had garbage that got trashed. There's such a huge difference. And one of the girls involved with the fight, and I didn't know who she was, where she came from, and for me to have no answers is a problem.
Oh, I knew who she was. I can't say that I know who she is now. The ass whooping was pretty intense.
Oh my god!
At the time, nobody had told us that it was Brandy Norwood and that she was a guest of a guest of a guest. And so maybe she was signed up to perform for us. I mean, the bathrooms are very spacious.
I am not a fighter, and you know, a lot of people think just because I'm quiet that I don't know how to fight. That's not the case. I do know how to fight, and and you don't have to believe me, but believe me. When you run your mouth, Janet finishes the race, not you. So I told her the same, Brandy, now that I know her name. I said, you know what, Mo to the E to the, we all have something you don't hear. And she said, are you being shady? And I said, no, Janet's being obvious. We have invitations, so should I show you the door or show everyone your scalp? I love Brandy, I really do. But ever since Janet went to Nutrisystem, she's got the strength of a crackhead. That wig was laying on the floor like it had a grudge against everybody.
Who's it? Get off me!
Can't expect much from those girls. They wouldn't know class if they passed it with flying colors.
Do you know who I am? If you don't do, and if you do, then don't forget it. I won't be disrespected. That's just the way that it is for me.
I think I know who let her in because the minute the fight happened, somebody was running in the back, and I said, is that Matthew Knowles?
Matthew Knowles. It sounds familiar to me. But, I think, my father for now is Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. He's never failed me yet.
No, I was late, but I did see over in the corner one of those Braxton chicks.
Which
over
one?
there. Don't ask me their name. It started with a T.
Why you even front like all our names don't even begin with a T? All of us begin with a T, but you know what? Actually, there's only really Tamar, and she's not worried about any of you bitches because she is the only bitch.
I don't think so.
I don't know any other way to ask you this. Are you mad?
I ain't mad.
Do you possess anger? Are you experiencing hardships?
Can you imagine if I was jealous of Solange like she's jealous of Tony? Following her and everything. Just thinking about it is enough to actually drop me mad. But I'm glad I'm Beyonce because the air is just so much sweeter. Hold up, Tamar jealous? That is http://www.lies.com. What's your problem? Ain't nobody jealous of no Tony Braxton.
Girl, it must be nice living at Hater's Mansion and living on Shady Lane.
Well, if it isn't Dare's worst nightmare. More nicotine, please. You and Patricia are the undisputed champs of hating. How dare you even say anybody else is a hater?
Oh, hush, puppy. Haters are people who read with no resume and critique with no credentials.
Ooh, wait. That's a read. Ooh. That is what a hater is. I want y'all to know that. That was a pebble. Come on, Pebble.
Is that you?
Hattie wants to know if I'm a hater. Let's see. I have more degrees than a thermometer. I've also had Condoleezza Rice play the piano for me. Does that make me a hater in this scenario? I'm the queen of soul. Can you hate and be the queen?
The queen? Girl, you're not even the queen of the damn block you stay on.
Who read your palm and told you lies? Raven Simone? You ready for this one? If you gaze into the future, you might think life would be a breeze, or seeing trouble from a distance, yes, but it's not that easy. Oh no, see, I see a situation, then I end up misbehaving.
I hope your fiance knows that when he's marrying you, he's actually marrying that freaking deceased chupacabra on your head.
You know, you two shady goats can decide who's gonna be my maid of dishonor.
Walking with a friend in the dark is way better than walking by yourself in the light.
I really am not worried about Despicable Ray. Because, you know, she likes to hold over my head. I got Grammys for my music and degrees for my influence. And I'm like, where are the Oscars for all the roles you have?
Now y'all know Aretha is the queen of soul. Because if she wasn't, she wouldn't have been so steam-pressed when I called Tina Turner the queen. There's more than one queen. Queen of England, Queen of Hearts, Queen Bee.
Bitch, what?
Beyonce, you might as well just pack your bags, bring some extra baby bottles, and come on over to this side.
What's the name of that child? Blue Ivy Profit? Y'all ain't about to sit here and pay it like it ain't happened. The name ain't cool, it ain't lukewarm, and it sure as hell is not hot.
I don't know what that was, but I do agree with it. Of all the things,
I do agree with
to be
it.
inspired by Beyonce,
Damn.
why not a baby book? Something with real names in it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Pink rose, yellow tulip, it's all the same.
Okay, Mariah, your son's name is Moroccan, and I need not say more on that. Janet, your nephew's name might as well be sleeping bag, comforter, bed sheet, and Tamar. Your album doesn't even have a name.
Beyonce, sit
This part killed me. And again, shout out to Carrie Hilson because her and Amerie dropped some music. And again, the song I played in the beginning is called Mine by Amerie. She just dropped this recently. I just transposed it for, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. But make sure y'all support both of those artists, okay? But this part just, it just had me on the floor.
Ass all the way down. You would allude to John 3:16 and say I was loving a man and was inspired, even though you quoted the damn verse verbatim. Now, don't get me wrong. I might be selling singles in West Hill stores, but I'm not grimy enough to be inspired by lyrics I found in cereal boxes.
Oh, please. You'll be selling loose cigarettes and incense on the damn martyr in less than 2 years.
You seen inside her pocketbook? I bet you right now she's got 2 sticks of Newport's frankincense and myrrh.
You a loser, baby. It's alright. You just a loser.
Oh my god. This shit is hilarious.
I went to that
This part, oh my god, this part is me, no shade. This me, low key, when I be high as fuck.
party, and I, you know, just paid my respects to everybody in there. And I said, you know, the minute I stepped in the door, there was no aura. I was like, okay, well, Erica, these girls, they ain't got an aura. How you not have an aura? Whether it's good, whether it's bad, people got it. They got an aura, except for these motherfuckers. It was evil. I knew it. I knew this from the jump. I was in there for a good second before I said, fuck this. These bitches ain't about to sacrifice me.
Oh my god. Y'all, that was my live for tonight. I hope that y'all really enjoyed y'all damn selves. Okay, no shade. Let me see what y'all say in the comments. Oh my god, I love Got to Be Real. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check that out because I think Neri said he gonna watch it. Okay, and yes, welcome to the kingdom, pimp, and welcome me, welcome you. Welcome me, welcome you. Okay? Shade, heifer. Shade. Keon says, I love this. I've seen a few clips before, so I've at least heard of it. There's someone I follow that does these too. Parodies or something like that. Really funny. If you can, please send me that in my inbox or DM me on Instagram, please. Because I want to see that. Because I love that type of creativity. Baby, I need that on a shirt. Put that one in the official dictionary for real. Queen Spicy says, Got to Be Real is a classic black YouTube. Okay, it's classic. And I grew up during those classic times, back when black content creators actually worked with each other and did stuff with each other instead of competing with each other. No shade. Mary said, you finna have me rewatch them. I hope you do, because it's funny. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining me for this live. Again, if you can, please make sure you hit that like button because it helps the channel to grow in the algorithms. We are at 859 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. So again, shout out to all the new subbies. I really appreciate y'all. If you like the vibe over here on BubzDaGawd, please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of my live content as well as my edited content. If there's anything that I've said in this live that either triggered you or stirred your soul or something that you touched and agreed with, regardless of however you felt, please share the content, okay? If you want to just share it in places where niggas can chew me the fuck up and y'all can project y'all bullshit onto the damn clip, share it there. If you want to share it in spaces where it's neutral to generate thought, share it there. Share it in areas where there are people who are looking for this type of content. Again, the way we gonna grow, keyword we, is if we all do our part. So I'm gonna need you to do your part. And whatever you do, make sure you tag me as BubzDaGawd in it so I know that it's real. And if you feel compelled, you can definitely hit a nigga up in the Cash App. $BubzDaGawd. We take everything that jingles and folds. Did I entertain y'all on tonight? Did you learn something new on tonight, okay? If anything resonated with you and you have the means and the fun to do so and you feel blessed like Fred Hammond, okay, blessed in the city and the fields, you can bless that Cash App. $BubzDaGawd, okay? Again, shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to Keon, okay, new subby in the building. Glad to have you here and continue to looking forward to more of your commentary and your input. Shout out to Queen Spicy in the building. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to King Naries for joining us. Okay. Shout out to King Hannibal and his Bia joining us. Let's see. I think we had Queen Amber. Thank you for coming through. And again, wish her a belated birthday, okay? And she's going to be graduating from college soon. So again, shout out to her. Shout out to King Harold in this Bia. We thank you for joining us tonight. Let's see. I think we got one more, don't we? I can't go all the way up. I think we had Boy Crazy. Shout out to Boy Crazy. Shout out to Aries in the building, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to King Deshaun in the building, okay? Shout out to everybody that came through. Whether you peeked your head in, whether you were in the bushes, whether you're the replay gang, shout out to y'all. I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday. I'm about to go ahead and make me something to eat because the munchies been kicking my ass. My damn stomach is touching my damn spine, bitch. No shade. I'm just being honest. And until next time, everybody, peace out. BubzDaGawd signing out. Excuse me. Peace. Girl, now we not gonna play the right video, bitch. Play the right motherfucking video. Shit.
Can be anything I choose in this round. We are a sound vibration too deep to tell.